Welcome back to Fairy Fuckage.
Part
So,
12,
yes,
we forgot to say it beforehand.
whatever. Yeah, what Jova said. Sorry guys,
I miss
Discord has
those
been
days. They were so much more simple.
Is this an option, one of those optional bosses you fight for the other
yes, this is part of
Teresa?
yes, this is part of one of Lola's side quests, and I'm taking advantage of it to show off Pippin's moves. So let's see them.
Pippin looks so uncanny valley-ish.
Yeah. Also, guys, a little warning. This part is trumpet theme overload, even by this game's standards.
Yeah.
So enjoy, I guess. Question mark. Sorry, Dwips.
No, not gonna happen.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, yeah.
Alright.
No, yes. Oh, so just say no, yes. Basically, there's the Lipsky brothers from Layton's Mystery Journey. They always start their sentences with no, yes, or yes, no.
Yeah, those axes kind of remind me the ones of Castlevania or Ghosts and Goblins.
Alright.
So fab.
I need to become even stronger.
Making me even stronger!
Buy it.
Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Alright, so that was it. So that is a return wing to escape from back to the world map. There we go.
Kaboosh.
And now, this entire part is gonna be nothing but cutscenes, everybody. So sit down and try to enjoy, I
Pray
guess.
for your salvation.
It's because there's 2 cutscenes in a row on the inn, and then after that it's a shit ton of conversations.
Joyful.
Oh boy.
So Dwebs will get to premiere his over-the-top British butler voice in this part.
And I guess I'll get to premiere...
Your
Yeah,
robot,
whatever.
you're gonna be voicing both Sherman and his fairy. I was originally thinking of having Tail voice the role, but I figured Tail was already doing Apollonius and Baus.
Yeah.
I'll do. Sorry, I'm doing Fang. I guess
It's
it
not
would be.
like we're all jumping on the chance to voice any of these people anymore.
Lord Sherman is so dreamy.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
None of you are.
Cooey?
Sherman
Also, those
probably
anime
said
sparkles.
something. Sherman probably said something suave and debonair on her again. That sort of feel really gets on my nerves.
It does.
Like this game. Why am I smiling about it? Just leave her be for now. Let's just be in a corner and pretend she don't exist.
Yes.
Maybe she'll go away.
Game, you've been
so
bad.
strong
Sorry.
and handsome, and he's a perfect gentleman too.
Compile-
He's nothing
sorry.
like my fencer.
Compile
Of
Heart.
course.
Compile Heart, you've been bad. Go into a corner.
Tsundere!
Think about what you've done.
Tsundere!
Yeah.
That too,
Who
yeah.
wants daddy's
Oh,
belt?
Tsundere's my favourite.
Soon.
It's not like she's doing
Lord
the ink
Sherman
for
is
puzzles.
positive
Well,
and perfect.
Well, that's basically one of the main reasons why I never liked Misty from Pokemon to begin with.
Negative. Sherman is not perfect. He possesses a critical weak flaw. Point.
Weak plot point.
Sherman is vulnerable in the morning.
Ah.
Lord Sherman half asleep in the morning? Aw, that's so cute.
It is?
Why? What, does that mean that I'm cute because I wake up tired?
Most people wake up half dead before a cup
Yeah.
of coffee.
Sherman woke up next to the woman and called her the wrong name. The result of this error was a blood.
Fortunately,
How charming.
Fortunately,
Probably literal.
Fortunately, I'm extremely used to getting up early in the morning, so I've gotten to a point where I'm so used to it that it doesn't affect me.
He's a playboy too?
Ah. Is that really something she should be excited about?
You know, game again. And before Jova says anything, yes, Jova, I get that Bauhaus is the best character for doing these things, but that's exactly the problem right here. This is this game's problem. This is this game's one joke.
Also,
do something stupid, then point out that it's stupid.
It is difficult for Sherman to register tones.
Yeah, whatever.
Doesn't that mean he's tone deaf?
Negative. His physical constitution is such that he has difficulty registering tones.
So he's tone deaf.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he's tone deaf.
Yeah.
This is what passes. This is what passes for character
Sherman's
development,
singing voice
I
is
guess.
akin to an ultrasonic
Or
sound
character
wave
traits.
capable of destroying all surrounding objects.
You know, we
Like,
couldn't. You know, this would be a lot. This would be a lot better if we established these character traits in comedic scenes. Instead, we just have Ryushin coldly explain this in exposition.
Explanation: Sherman engages in secret piano training. Due to his appearance and inability to play piano cannot be tolerated. Oh, great! Roll
So it's just passed through him,
stereotypes.
basically.
Sherman only mastered the piano after completing numerous secret training sessions, just like anyone.
Yeah.
So he didn't want us to know how hard he was working. How amazing.
Okay,
There's
okay.
nothing to be ashamed of knowing that you had to practice.
Well,
Not just
working
that.
hard is commendable, but this training was supposed to be a
Yeah,
secret, right?
aside from what Jova said. Aside from what Jova... Yeah, sorry.
Are you sure you should be telling us? Sorry, go ahead, Pedro.
Aside from what Jova said, okay, even tsunderes usually don't just swoon at every single little thing. But whatever.
Yeah.
What do you think they're talking about? Question
Which
mark,
is
question
why
mark,
I'm
question
convinced
mark.
That scene is showing more so that she's a tsundere than she actually loves Sherman, because if anything, it just seems like she's trying to make things jealous. Oh, they're probably just getting to know each other as fairies. Ryushin has never really had the opportunity to interact with other fairies, so this should be a good experience.
So
for
it's
him.
a socially awkward robot fairy.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Maybe he's revealing your weak points.
Impossible. I have no weak points to reveal.
Sure.
Of course, you're a
sure.
I'm
special
absolutely
snowflake.
sure that nothing will possibly come wrong out of this interaction between all our
And
fairies
that's it, I guess.
whatsoever.
Yes, and now voiced cutscene.
So, this is Pippin and Soji. Starting today, these guys are coming with us, so you all better get along.
I guess.
But you don't get along as it
Nice to
is.
meet you,
Yeah,
pretty boy.
that's true.
And this weird-looking cat is your fairy, eh? I hope we get along.
Oh, that's right. They don't know, so we have to do the whole. Oh, what? Pippin is the fencer joke again.
How fascinating. That sword impaled through your head is especially alluring.
Yeah, that's another thing. That sword that he has impaled on his head that never gets explained either.
My name is Soji. However, I am not a fencer.
Could I be any more stereotypically British?
Huh? That's impossible.
So, Dwebs, would you say his accent is just as stereotypical as the Canadian accent on Galdo?
Unexpected.
Yes.
So, if you're actually the fairy, then what in the world is this creature?
God, if
Hell if I know.
hell if I know.
Enough training. As fencers, you must learn how to see the person in front of you for who.
Back in my day, you youngsters had
In my
manners.
younger days,
You're
the
whippersnappers.
Musketeers was wrought with confusion.
And it still is.
Fencers weren't
That
our only
face,
enemy. We also had to contend with warlords.
Stop doing that. That face is scaring me.
Pippin again?
Christina V.
She sounds kind of like the voice actress for Mog in Final Fantasy 13 too, but I checked, we're not the same.
Christina, you need to get a better agent, please.
Pippin's story is about to get
Well,
wrapped
Paige,
up
remember,
in
this is the same agent who got like stuff like.
No, well,
Yeah,
no
better
and
roles.
yes, please.
And
I
that's
want
it.
explanation, but I want to get annoyed.
What did you think? Don't be shy now.
Well, Teo, it's either no explanation or annoying explanation. Pick your poison.
You won't stop talking.
Is it wrong if I said this is one of those interesting when I would prefer a data log?
And the ladies are asleep.
Very funny.
This game is so boring that even the game itself falls asleep while it's going.
He's done?
Wake up,
You know,
Frank, please.
you know, Pedro, I'm just gonna say Ace Attorney 5 did this better. You know this.
What, Jova? You're telling me that Ace Attorney, one of the most beloved series of modern gaming, has done something better than this pile of shit?
Well, I'm talking.
Next thing you'll be telling me is to tell me that you find plutonium.
I'm just talking specifically about the third case of Ace Attorney 5.
hold on, this is
You know,
important.
doing the whole.
Grant my wish for the sake of everyone in the world.
Please just kill these people.
And I say important, I mean important by this game standards.
I have no doubt I will be freed from this terror.
So yeah, apparently there's something else with Tiara. And we're gonna hold off on that because
John Cena!
believe it or not, Teo, that twist would at the very least be more interesting.
Everyone, let us do our best today as we
Oh, guys, Shira, you still there, by the way?
Yeah, do your best, T.
Yes, not.
Fuck, we're about to get one of the... Oh.
No, I am.
We're about to get one of the best jokes from Lola.
Joy. Let me guess, it's
Lola!
Hey, Lola. It's rare to see your face around these parts.
She's like a ray of sunshine running through the darkness.
Yeah.
Listen here. I love this one. Listen here.
A merchant that actually rewards us for being good customers.
Not just that, Joe, but listen.
I know, right? Now give me my money.
Like Theo said, can we just have
No, that was great.
Because fuck you, give me money.
like yeah, you're such a generous kid. I know, right? Now give me my money. Can we like Theo said, can we just have a game about Lola, please? It's like a completely different person took over for Lola's lines. Seriously.
Why does she have to be a shop character?
Well, Shiroi, let's just say there's a surprise coming to you.
What, Lola's the villain?
No, nothing like that.
She's probably a fairy on its own, and he's trying to suggest everyone to collect our furies for the sake of war or some shit.
You got the first part right, Theo, but it's not that.
Of course. Again, this is a fucking checklist.
Oh wait, let me guess. She's the offspring of the
No, Jova. Fortunately, they never do anything like that with Lola. She's just a really greedy merchant. That's all she is.
Kept simple.
And yeah,
it helps.
I know, right? It's like a completely different person wrote Lola's character. Like
I know, right? It's like seriously, that's sort of the format for a Neptunia character. Simple character trait. Let's just build off of that. Boom. I mean, it's not the best, but usually gets the job.
Oh, Sherman left the party.
He disappeared for some reason, but don't worry, we'll see eventually.
Goody, more talking.
I think I've noticed the main issue though is compared to the characters in Neptunia, the characters here, despite the story being so flimsily written, the characters have, shall I say, they tried to make them complex, overly so. Like they try to make Harley this woman who looks pretty but is actually a slob, and the fairies more of a scientist and all that, and it just makes
Shiroi. Oh, actually, oh no, it's me and Dwebs first. Alright, go ahead, Dwebs.
Hey! Seriously, why do you have such bad manners?
What the fuck did he just do?
What did he do?
Shut up. You don't have to get angry at me for throwing trash into the trash can.
Yeah, how is that
Into
bad
the trash
manners?
you go.
How is that bad manners?
I'm angry because you completely missed the trash can and just ignored it.
Oh.
Jeez, you're so nitpicky. You should take a page from my book and be chill like me.
Is this really warrant skit?
Yes, apparently.
I
can keep my cool even when I'm old. Go ahead, Joel.
Here's the problem. Look. You want to make skits out of stuff like this? That's fine. The problem is that
they're
not. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing.
Or have them better characters, to have them, work with them.
See, here's the thing.
Let me finish. On top of all that, though, you either need to learn to write them better or
Stop sucking Lord Sherman's dick, please.
Anyway, as I was saying, you either need to learn to write them better or actually show them. The problem is that, if you do flimsy humor, then you need to have visuals to back up that humor. Otherwise, like the other said, you need to write them better. Ace Attorney gets away with this because, again, it's so tightly written that it's very easy to visualize, and sometimes there are even...
Yeah, the visual novel, it doesn't really fit with the scenes we're going for.
At all. The problem is that Compile Heart only does...
Whether it wants to be a visual novel or an RPG, which, again, I don't get. Neptunia actually did a better job blending the two. It's hard to believe the same people who made them.
But this is made by the same team, though.
Like that.
This is made by the same team that makes the Neptunia games.
So was Blue Dragon.
I guess, yeah.
That and Lost
Hold on. So, this is important. So, Aaron's talking about how dreamy Sherman is. And she's like, so is he your type?
Well, he's handsome, and I sometimes have trouble thinking when I'm around him.
I think you have trouble thinking.
Gotcha. That's good to know.
Huh? What does that mean? Was he
Ask me what
telling
it
her
means. Ask me
something?
what it means.
It means
And
he's
why did he
probably
look so
going
relieved
to.
after asking me about my taste in men?
He's
Wait,
probably going to tell him.
Also,
that you
what's
like
up with the Native American
It's me.
pen pipe?
I guess.
I'm worried that.
serious
Oh, sorry,
motives?
hold on. I'm worried that some bad dude will try to come take advantage of you.
huh?
Clearly, you're the type of girl who will fall for any guy who knows just what to say to make a woman swoon.
This beam again.
As a proud fencer, I'd be embarrassed if I saw my fairy partner getting tricked by men. Again, is there a bad ending where everybody except for Lola fucking dies? Because
That would, I think you mean Lola kills everyone then.
for now on, you can't let yourself be manipulated by guys like Sherman. My honor is at stake here.
Wait,
Your honor?
wait.
What about my honor? You're seriously the worst.
Wait, hold on.
Not
I
just
thought-
that, he's grossly out of character.
Also, when the hell did things start worrying about honor? I thought he was
Yeah.
just a lazy bum who just cared about food.
Now I feel stupid
Remember-
and my heart is
remem-
racing for just a moment.
Remember, Jova, he already went through the quote-unquote character development, so now he's supposedly noble.
When did he
Fuck
care
this
about...
game.
Okay, look. He cared about looking like a hero, so that he could be noble. I don't hear anything
Mind
about
your own
honor.
business.
So that's what happens if you try to ship him with Aaron. However,
Well,
that's not what Shiroi picked, so load the save we are. But I wanted to still show that, because it's such a stupid scene that I felt it was warranted.
Again, it feels out of place. The problem is not the dial, what we're saying is the situation and the context we're in. But it doesn't work from what we
Alright,
established so
I
far.
think now it's me and Shiroi, if I remember correctly. Oh no, I'm leaving it for last. Okay, go ahead, Liz.
I'm fascinated by Sherman's fairy partner. I really want to examine him, but I haven't had much of a chance to interact with him.
Well, he's a robot, so... He's probably just ignoring you. Which is hard to do, trust me.
That's impossible. I'm sure he's just shy.
Robot.
Sure, he's a robot. Robots don't feel emotions.
I'm guessing that's the joke?
What was the point of that conversation? Anyway, go ahead, Shiroi.
What in the world is Pippin exactly?
Game.
I know.
Game. Writing 101. Don't bring up questions for which there are no answers. All you're doing is intentionally pointing out plot holes.
Not just that, Pedro, very purposefully teasing without giving us straight answers over and over and over again. It's like we play keep away.
Whoa, hold on a second. What does a body pill have to do with anything? Shiroi?
Sorry. I saw a body pillow that looks exactly like Pippin for sale at the general store.
Excuse me?
Because he's shaped like a body pillow.
You don't
I
want to know.
guess.
I don't...
Your wife who loves you.
Pippin body pillows. Buy them at your local store.
I wonder if that's actually
I just
merchandise.
started thinking about how strange Pippin's existence is. If you want to Google it, feel free. I'm not doing it.
Me neither.
Google will not give you an answer. So
Fine.
Oh god. Okay.
you always overthink the details. Pippin is Pip. Typo?
What the fuck?
Pippin is Pippin.
I think that's a typo.
Oh.
Okay, my guess is they were supposed to say Pippin is Pippin, and then they copy pasted the Pippin, and then they accidentally copy pasted it a second time. That's probably what happened. That's
Also, Jova, wait, stop. Does it exist?
to be fair.
Even better, Shiroi. There's actually a
Rule 34.
line behind his name.
Anyway,
that's-
it's up to you.
Can I help you with something?
Tell me
Yeah,
how you
sure.
and Pippin met. I'm sure it'll clear some things once we know your backstory of how you met. So, go ahead. Time for backstory.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm surprised you thought of it.
I agree.
Okay, guys, so here's the joke. There's actually a company called Pippin Hill Designs that designs pillows.
Oh, so it's a reference to something. Okay.
Probably.
It's like the Better Business Bureau, which is actually a real thing in real life that got referenced in Time and Eternity.
How interesting. Go ahead, Shiroi.
Suji, you can be honest with me. Pippin must have limited you to hell, right? Yeah, so he is a body pillow.
Yeah, it is.
Body
Yeah,
pillow.
okay. Now I finally understand this joke, because every time I saw this scene, I was like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" But now that I've actually Jova looked up, now I know what this joke is. It would help if they somehow made this joke a bit more clear for people who may not know.
Yeah.
Have you two already forgotten that I'm the fairy?
What are you all discussing?
What are you all discussing?
Oh, Pippin. Fang and Tiara were asking how we first met.
Ah, allow me to tell you that old story. Please stop making that face, it's scary. As I was a younger man back then, I was known as Pippin the Azure Gale.
Okay.
Shira, go ahead.
Azure
Azure
Gale?
Gale?
Yeah, it's both of them.
It's both of them, so. That's a bit so that.
At least it's.
That doesn't sound like you at all.
For one thing, you're green instead of blue.
That too, yeah.
Well, yeah, some blue parts like the
I lived the
fur.
life of a carefree hooligan until one day when I visited a certain village, I met this beautiful lady.
Please, no, I don't want interspecies.
Hey Tiara,
relationships.
origin stories.
Remember, Tia, he apparently used to be a man.
Hey Tiara,
I think.
origin stories always take a long time to tell, you know. Ha, get it? The little get it? Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna take off the first chance I get. Let me know how the story ends. So you bothered to ask the question of how they met, only to
And
immediately.
then chicken tail.
Wow.
Also, this theme is still playing.
He's great in my fucking ears.
I've kind of blanked it out, actually.
Getting numb to it.
There is no way I'm letting you leave me alone with him. You will stay until his story is finished.
Yeah, you will stay here.
You
You will stay here and listen to the story. So I pulled out the Fury, and that's how I met Soji.
Yay.
Thanks. You'll have better ending than How I Met Your Mother.
It's over already? Damn, that was fast. Shira?
That was unexpected. I assume the introduction would take at least an hour.
Get it? Because origin stories are long. Laugh.
Huh?
MLP did that better too.
Yeah.
This just makes things even more mysterious.
Or stupid.
I get the two confused.
So basically, this is the game turning to you and saying, "Yeah, you're not gonna get an answer for this ever." Ha ha. Hey, don't tell us the abridged version. Tell us the full version. Every human has their secrets, my boy. You can't say that. There's literally nothing human about you.
Just
True.
because you're used
And
to
that's it.
And that's it, I guess. Fuck this game.
The scene
Well,
doesn't.
that was an end to our conversation.
The scene doesn't even end. It just stops. Naturally polite.
Welcome. Thank you very much for visiting.
Whoa, that kind of hospitality makes my butt itch. Why do you?
What?
Sorry, I need a
Let's just say,
minute.
guys, he's allergic to politeness.
Someone actually got paid to write that line.
Yeah, because Gedit is a peasant.
I'm being polite. I'm just doing what comes naturally to me.
Because I'm British, and all of us British are always polite.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
He's so stereotypically British.
Of course you're polite. Just ask Colin Firth. Oh, wait.
Welcome, my boy. As a reward, I shall regale you with a tale chronicling my heroic deeds. Because this and before you ask Tale, yes, that's his one joke. He tells long stories. That's his joke. Choose one of the following: the 1-hour bridge tale, the 3-hour theatrical tale, or the extended 9-hour tale. Because apparently I'm Peter
so
Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Yes, there you go, Dwibs. Turns out this is Peter Jackson if he was a JRPG character.
That's quite a transformation.
I think he's worse than Peter Jackson. 9 hours?
Well, how long are the Lord of the Rings extended editions combined?
4.
You're sure? Well, actually, each of them is 4, so it would be 12. You're sure? You're sure this story is over 1 hour long? What the hell? I'm pretty sure that's harassment. What? I don't. Jova, explain this game to me. I cannot comprehend this game.
Please send help.
Let's see.
Achoo!
This game
My
is
goodness, I'm not getting sick.
marvelously...
I need to make sure Galdo doesn't catch it. Interesting. I didn't know fairies could get sick. Well, I wouldn't worry about that. Galdo's too slow to catch anything. I get it, because Galdo's stupid. Boo.
It's exactly like in that Kirby episode I just saw with the SMB.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna go back to that problem.
Alright, Jova, bust out your Canadian voice.
I've been thinking this for a while, but don't you think the 4 Heavenly Stars sound a little bit too old school, eh? Now, I'm gonna go back to that complaint I had. Where the hell is Galdo actually being stupid? I mean, yeah, he sounded dorky, but when has he ever actually done something that's stupid?
This game can even get its own stereotypes right.
And this isn't gameplay story segregation. I mean, literally, everything he's done story-wise has actually been for the better. Hell, he saved their lives on a few occasions. So
and
no.
he crashed to a villain that he considered a friend.
Yeah, like, seriously, you ain't convincing me that he's an idiot because you haven't even bothered to write that into the narrative. Fang, at least you claimed he was lazy with his attitude. Galdo, no! And screw you for trying to shit on the best character in this game.
Also, can I just say that these kids, not just point...
Jova, Lola, you're forgetting that Lola exists.
These kids,
said
aside from being pointless, are so short. Why do we need them if they don't add anything?
Because shipping, Tail. That's how the shipping in this game works. Alright, go ahead, Shirai.
It's not even good for padding time.
Do you need something? I apologize, but can you come by later? I'm currently...
Oh no, it's this scene.
What? How about
I'm afraid to ask.
Another lowbrow joke is coming, so brace yourselves.
How lowbrow can we
It's
get?
another tampon or something, right?
Are you looking for these? I found them in front of your room. I think it's your underwear.
Okay,
Go ahead, Shirai.
No!
Do it, Shirai!
Do it!
We just did it, so...
You're welcome.
Shut up!
If we have to read this dialogue, you have to read it.
God fucking damn
I'm getting
it.
some of the worst dialogue in the game, fuck you!
Alright.
Shirai, I'm not bailing you out all the time.
Don't worry.
What the fuck is wrong with this game?
Don't worry.
You know, I'm just
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
go
this right.
I'm so happy. I can't believe Lord Sherman joined us. My heart is...
Yeah, Shitsune. Next, Jova, just finish what you were saying.
You know, I'm just going to say this. Even Toriyama had more class than this. Yes, he did a lot of that.
Toriyama was focused on only one waifu.
And I'll give Toriyama this. He could actually write a narrative around stuff other than just focusing on the sexual bits. And hell, even when he did do sexual humor, he was more subtle about it, god dang it.
That's quite the accomplishment.
Also, Final Fantasy X-2. That alone shows that he does have the capabilities. Heck, even Final Fantasy XII, Revenant Wing shows that he can actually get out of it.
Jova, let Teo say this.
Oh, are you going to the Subterranean Tower? It's one of the 3 towers east of here. Apparently there used to be a one-use shot. Please don't tell me it's like the Gladius Tower. After the tower split, the section that sank into the ground became known as the Subterranean Tower. The past is pretty amazing, hey?
There you go, Teo. There's your lore. Also, guess what, Jova? We're actually gonna get one of the few decent scenes in the game now, of all times.
Okay.
Hey.
With this theme.
Here's your soy sauce.
It actually stops midway. It actually stops midway, Teo. This is a result of me picking Tiara's dialogue earlier.
Here's your tissue box.
Oh.
The conversation, the conversation with about Tiara's panties leads into this optional scene that leads us into Tiara's shipping path.
That's amazing, Aaron. You and Fang have perfect synergy.
Wow, she is this fairy.
Yeah, they're about to go into that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I fucked up here. Sorry.
Like
You seem to understand him really well. It's not quite like that. I just sort of know somehow.
Because
Maybe
we're connected.
It's because you're his fairy. Hello. Doesn't
Don't tell me this ties into
That's what it means to have synergy.
Actually, no, Teo. This particular part is just for the sake of leading into the conversation between Fang and Tiara. That's what matters here.
I've always suspected that there might be a bond between
There you go.
fencers and fairies that other people don't share.
It's for adding lore, Teo, basically.
Oh. Well, okay then.
Tiara's jealous. Hey, what's wrong?
Huh?
Oh. Sorry.
You've been awfully quiet for a while. It's like someone is shipping you with me. I wonder who. And it's making your face uglier than usual.
Let me guess, she finds it charming and it turns her on.
Now remember, she finds it charming only when he insults her.
She does actually, but she's a bit more subtle about this time. Cheer it.
How rude. And yet it feels so good.
There you go.
Man, I don't understand your kinks at all.
You're telling me.
No, I don't know. Maybe DeviantArt might.
Go.
I think even
You
DeviantArt
don't
has.
need to understand.
Oh.
We're just other people to each other.
You know, Tiara.
And now Fang completely breaks character, as you're about to see. What are you talking about? Everyone's a stranger to someone. Seriously, I get what you're going for with this scene,
Thanks,
but
Captain Obvious.
they had to completely break Fang's character to do it. Anyway, just because we're strangers doesn't mean we shouldn't get to know each other better. And the music stops.
Where did this come from?
We just need to spend more time together.
Apparently from
Guys,
a pair of drop.
sweet-
Apparently,
Sweet
Dweebs,
silence.
Dweebs, apparently from a pair of drop panties of all things.
Spend more time together.
What is this character development shit you speak of?
Like, they had to stop the music because the game itself can't believe it's happening, and also what the hell am I hearing
It seems
now?
obvious that the more time we spend together, the better we'll understand each other.
You're right.
This is the theme that plays whenever whenever both Tiara and Fang are being
It's a
shipped.
xylophone?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense
yeah,
that
it's
Erin
weird.
knows you better than I do, since she has been with you much longer.
Basically, as you can probably realize by this point, yeah, Shiroi picked Tiara as the first ship, and this will be the thing that plays every time they have a scene together.
Oh God.
Huh? What does Erin have to do with anything? So yeah, she's jealous of Erin,
It
obviously.
sounds like a mixture of a xylophone and a music box.
And a piano, too.
Oh, no, that's a violin too.
Really? Then it's settled.
What? It's settled.
You know, when you make a gloomy face and hold it for that long, even I start to feel down. Basically, he's saying that he
It's
likes it much
called
more when she smiles, basically.
It's called being empathic.
Tiara, just smile.
Yeah.
You know, Shiroi,
Hold on,
there
hold
used to be
on,
a
Shiroi.
time when that ex...
For that long? Have you been staring at me this whole time?
You're the creeper who gets turned on by him.
Yeah, that's called being a stalker.
I just happened to notice it this time.
Why did you pause just now?
I don't know. For some reason, someone is shipping you with me.
Can't you hear the music?
No, I got it. Shiroi's secretly playing the music or something.
Anyway, if you still feel all depressed about things that don't matter, just eat something tasty. That'll do the trick.
Yeah, and let you become
Okay. This is a step in the right
Yeah.
direction. I can understand someone who likes to eat saying, "Here, eat something that will make you feel better," because it can work in that regard. The problem is that
Comfort food is a thing.
the problem is that the game hasn't earned this, and like I said, they had to completely break Fang's character in order to have a scene like this, because Fang has never.
Sounds like advice you would give.
It's the game hasn't earned this. That's basically my point.
Yeah.
Which is really weird because, yeah, surprisingly, this is, aside from the fact that this kind of comes a bit out of nowhere, it does make sense that a character like him would suggest eating food to make feel better, and it does sound like legitimate advice. I mean, it's not the best advice, but it sounds like something that he would do. The only problem, I know it's weird, but there's literally only one problem, and that problem is sadly what brings us down, is the fact that there wasn't a proper transition to this stage. Like, well,
Yeah.
okay.
This comes out of nowhere.
Like, seriously. I'm the guy who even mentioned that I'm seeing little gradual improvements of character and Fang, but even still, it hadn't gotten to that point. Basically, it had gotten to the point where he wasn't constantly insulting her, and it had shown that he kind of cared for her, but it didn't get to the point where he would notice something about that like her immediately, though.
Alright, so I guess in the next part we'll have to delve into the subterranean thing.
Very good, Taylor. You've been paying attention.
Well, I
Anyway,
just have to read the fucking lore.
Anyway-
who knows? I mean, maybe. Okay. So we got like one decent scene. Maybe things will start getting better.
no,
from here.
Jova, allow me to dash your hopes right now. Right after this, the game goes back into its stupid mode. That's just the thing. This game sometimes manages to have somewhat decent scenes like this one. The problem is that they're too few and too far in between, and like it's literally composes like 10% of the game. So whatever decency can be found in these 5 or 6 scenes that this game has, don't do anything because there's way too much shit on top, completely smashing it. It's just not. It just doesn't work because the game completely killed itself even before it could even get to this point. Anyway, that's it. Like Theo said, to the next time for the Subterranean Tower.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.